Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome back to a new Steel Division 2 game today. Season 3 of the Steel Division League, we have the matchup between DuroSVK versus Karma. This is a Division 1 matchup, and the names probably aren't too familiar to you guys out there who've been watching my channel for a while. I think both of these guys, it's not quite their first competitive tournament, but it's the first time I think for both guys in the Steel Division 2 league. I'm pretty certain Duro played in the Steel Division Normandy 44 league. He's been away from the scene for a while, but he's definitely been catching up with the competitive play. He's definitely up there on the ranked ladder. He's been playing a lot of private games, a lot of ranked games, and he's been getting some great results. So very good player, certainly deserving of being in Division 1. Both of these players are. Karma, I believe, is a Russian player. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's been around in the ranked scene for quite a long while. He's been right up there at the top, but I don't think he's really dipped his foot properly into competitive play. I've seen him in a couple of tournaments, like one-day tournaments, I think, if I'm not mistaken him with a different player. But yeah, he's a good player, and he has been playing for a while. I just think he's not really jumped into the league yet. So this is going to be a great introduction to both of these players. I really hope you enjoy this. I hope we get a great game. I'm sure it will be a great game. And yeah, just look at those divisions. I picked this game because out of the two matchup between these two players, I picked this one for the divisions. 3rd Guards Tank Corps up against 26 Guards Strelkovi. It's not often you see these two divisions playing, never mind facing off against each other. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. DuroSVK on the left hand side, in red, playing the 3rd Guards Tank Corps on Flatline Income, versus Karma on the right hand side, in blue, playing the 26th Guard Strelkovi on Vanguard Income. Let's jump over, have a look at the decks. DuroSVK in the 3rd Guards Tank Corps. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with what they've got. They're one of the best divisions in the game. They're up there on the top of the tier list. If you've not seen the tier list, head into my videos and check it out. We put together a competitive 1v1 tier list to kind of show what the you know, the top divisions at the time of. But obviously, you know, it does get out of date from time to time. I'm going to be doing an update to that when the new Black Sunday DLC is dropped, probably a couple of weeks after, so we can see how the divisions are faring. So 3rd Guards Tank Corps, 85 units of infantry. They are slightly lower on infantry. They're not terrible, you know, with their choice of infantry, but in the current kind of infantry meta, 85 units doesn't seem like a hell of a lot, especially when he could be up against 26 guards, which will have a lot of infantry. I think the stars of the show arguably are the Emchers, not the IS-2s in this division. I think it's both, actually. It's the combination of the best CQC short-range tank with the M4 Sherman, the Emcher, and then probably the best, certainly in terms of numbers, long-range tank, the IS-2. Definitely the best tank that the Russians get access to. We do have the King Tiger in the game, but they aren't in so many divisions, so, you know, it's hard to say that that's the best long-range tank, because you only get it in one division. So yeah, I mean, it's that combination between the best short range and the best long range tank in the game, and then all of the other decks, tabs, they just don't really have too much of a weakness. The kind of only weak-ish tab is the artillery tab, but it's still not that weak, really, when you don't really want to play an artillery playstyle with this kind of deck. I'm really excited to see how this plays out, because it's kind of rare to see a competitive match with 3rd Guards Tank Corps in it, because they're so often banned. And then on the right hand side, the game is underway. We're going to have to be fairly quick. We have the 26 Guards Strelkovi, again very often banned. 99 units of infantry, so not that much more infantry, but a lot of it is like specialised, that A phase card of skirmishes rocks, only 3 of them on the card. The A phase card of Strafniki, only 6 of them on that card. And then the B phase card of skirmishes rocks, only 6 of them on that card. But they are very specialized, very good infantry units. Whereas they're going to come up against, you know, weaker infantry units on the whole. ISUs in B phase, they're going to be the big thing to take out the IS-2, certainly from the ground. We got an early off map heading in, and I'm going to jump into the game. I don't want to miss this early off map coming down from Karma from the GPA KO 122mm. He is driving the PTRS and the Oldemachiki straight into that though, which is a strange move there. Doesn't load the PTRS 41 before that comes down. It looked like a flamer unit went down up in the north, probably one of DuroSVK's there. It looks like Karma does capture the flag, but the Tanko Dissaniki should get into position. Wow, look at this southern side. I don't even think Duro contested the southern side. Very strange to see from a Division 1 competitive match. Wow, look at the decision from Karma. He's got the flag completely. All of those units are reinvested. Top play from a competitive player. Down comes the off map. Fantastic play. Utilize them elsewhere. It's quite clear Duro is not going to contest this area, so use all of those infantry units elsewhere. Wow, great start from both players. The off-map does come down, pins down a couple of troops. Karma does start to move forwards now with those Gvardia DPs, and a lot of troops pinned down from the fire of those 2 DP-28 machine guns. And looks like Karma is going to push forward, potentially pick up a few surrenders. Duro does have his combat in, and I don't think, no, Karma does not have a commander, so kind of a strange sight not to see a commander on the field right now. They are, or it seems like they've become an absolute vital part of the meta. But yeah, Karma choosing not to play with commanders. The 122mm is moving up north. Looks like it's going to drop on this northern center town. Body of DP still moving through, should pick up the kill, yeah, on the Oldemachiki. 2 snipers should be able to pin down the Gvardia. Oh, and they are just in range, or one of them is at least. Yeah, both of them just in range and should easily take out the OB-25. Big kill for Karma there, and it should go now down. Yeah, next shots. Oh, big kill there. In come the reinforcing infantry, and Karma is going to take this central ground. That's what it seems at the moment. There's a 3-star Zenot 37 coming into or in the background to protect against the air, but no aircraft whatsoever from Karma at this time. They do get access, or he does get access to the IL-2s in the 26 guard rifles, and the IL-2s are probably going to be his main armament overall to take care of any IS-2s that do come onto this field. So Duro has that Zenot 37mm up there in advance. Does bring in a couple of Emchers now into the center, and 3 stars, they will start to really help out his infantry fight against the kind of overwhelming numbers that Karma has in here right now. I mean, just look at the fire coming down from that Sherman there. It's really starting to pin down that Gvardia DP. Yep. Got to be worried about the M42 gun in here. It's snuck forwards. There is a fighter now, a Yak 7B, trying to take down that M42 gun. But there is an M15 on Karma's side, which is a very good anti-aircraft piece from the Americans. Lend-Lease M1A2 gun in there, 2,500 meters. It's basically a 37mm on a half track. Fantastic unit, fantastic unit. Another off map, perfectly placed by Karma. I don't think he did decide to no, I think he did drop one up north. I may have just missed that at the time, but yeah, this could really hurt DuroSVK, and it's been a fantastic start for Karma. He does have the income advantage here, remember, 150 points to 130 points Vanguard to flatline income. And the off-map comes down, does take down the leader, eliminates quite a lot of veterancy, because that Emcher was 3-star immediately down to 1-star with the loss of that leader unit. No longer pairs with the commander back there, so Duro's going to have to invest in another leader. Karma pushes into that northern central position, picks up the flag. He's got a 14-10 now. Can he push on for the 15-9? Because I think he's going to need the 15-9 overall to get the victory. Looks like Duro is making some waves a little bit further up north, and he should be able to capture that little position there. Just being defended by one Ognamachik at the moment, but there are two infantry units up there, so I think, and it looks... No, I think DuroSVK is going to protect that, but we do have the IL-237 coming in now, and it's taking aim at the Sherman. Should easily get the kill. The bombs are deactivated. He's going to use the 37mm cannons. Ooh, does not get the kill there, so very unfortunate. Oh, and look at that, the Yak-7B coming right behind. And a combination of the Yak-7B and the Zenart 37 picks up the kill on that IL-2. Big loss for Karma there early on. Can't invest too heavily in airplanes immediately into this game. Oh, a couple of, yeah, a duel between the OB-25s, 2v1. One of them goes down on Duro's side, but look at that, Duro has snuck the flag there, and if Karma's not careful, you know, Duro could have that for a long time. It looks like he is now pushing back in. There is the BR4 on the field as well, and it's not too often we see this in competitive play now, because they are quite vulnerable, because they are a vehicle artillery piece rather than a standard kind of ground howitzer. They do get damaged a lot more easily to counter battery, so it'll be interesting to see whether Duro does bring in a counter artillery piece to attack that B4. If he doesn't, that B4 is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. It's got a 203mm howitzer. It is painful. 10 damage every time that lands. So is it going to take out this Guardia unit? No, just behind there, just behind. Looks like the IL-2M circling is going to use its strafing run onto the Sapri Comrotti there, but is forced to fall back. The ZSU M15 does force it back here. A little bit of a break in the action. 12-12 Duro has managed to push back in. He is giving Karma the southern flag, but he has lost. He has captured this most northern flag. Looks like Karma is going to try and push back in there with some Guardi DP and Sturmoviki rocks. I think he's going to need some fire support with it. The KV-1E is on the way, but it's going to take him a little bit of time to get there. In the centre, the two units of infantry are going to go down. Duro has re-established control, and actually that's a really nice play. Duro was looking in a real tough position. Just 5 minutes ago, he'd lost this flag in the northern centre. He'd almost lost this flag in the centre, but he's made a very strong comeback, You could argue Karma has spent on more supporting units. 150 points, that's a full minute's tick worth of income onto the B4. He did lose an IL-2. He's had to invest in the Yak-9 to counter the fighters that Duro's brought into the battlefield. So I think Duro's concentrated more on his frontline forces. Karma's built up some of his supporting forces, and that's meant that Duro's been able to push back this front line. KV-1E is into the centre. Shooter killed, but someone should take over the gun any minute now, and the Emcha's having to back away there. The two OB-25s, I mean, lovely position to dual combat against the enemy. The Yak-7B strain over enemy lines, and it's gonna go down surely. Oh wow, what a kill there. If this plane gets out, what an amazing kill from Duro. Can the ZSU M15 shoot it down? But wow, what a kill there. It snuck in on the back of that Yak-9. Oh, it does just go down. My unbelievable, absolute edge of range from that ZSU M15, but it does go down. A double IL-2M attack. Is it coming in? Oh, it's after the OB-25s. Let's see how that does. One of them goes down. Will the other one go down as well? Surely it will. Surely it will. Yes, it does. And nice little play from DuroSVK. Trades fighter for fighter, but he has those IL-2Ms now at his disposal. Karma has lost both of them, but he is now recapturing this northern position. The KV-1E is from a much further back position, kind of pinned down the Guardia. I'm kind of surprised Karma didn't go for the surrender, but does get the kill with those StoneVK rocks. Picks up both flags, and it's a swing to Karma. 14-10, 10 minutes into this game. I don't think Duro will be too displeased at this point. We're into phase B. He's got 27 minutes on the clock. He does have the income advantage minute by minute from this point onwards, but it won't be until about the 25-minute mark until he takes overall income economic advantage over Karma. KV-1E does go down in that center, and I think it was the M42 gun down here that got the kill. Nice kill from that M42 gun. The M4A1's back off due to the advance of the T-34E. It looks like Karma might be able to capture this southern flag if that T-34E stays alive, but I imagine there's going to be an IL-2M strike as soon as those bombers reload. The B4 is now targeting this northern area. We could see a pretty heavily damaged attack in right now. Not quite on target, but over time that B4 is going to do some mega damage. Duro captures a flag up north, look. And that's a nice capture. Again, he's just very efficiently sneaking that flag. Once the KV-1E gets up there, he should be able to, Karma will be able to retake the flag. Ooh, in comes a Yak-9 trying to take out that IL-2M, but it's coming in for the M42 gun, I think. Another Yak-9 coming in here, so Karma's definitely spent his money on airplanes, and the IL-2 just flies over the target there. Very strange. Not exactly sure what happened there, but it does leave him open now. He's got head on with that Yak-9, takes it down, but the other one kind of overshoots. Will he get on the back now? There is a Yak-7B coming in. Karma has been on the back end of some terrible fighter engagements. Let's have a look as this Yak-7B flies off the edge of the map and pilot injure on the Yak-9. The IL-2 is still trying to engage as well, and I think Karma's going to lose his... Is that the third or the fourth Yak-9 in this game? It's going to go down, surely. Another one comes in from Karma. God, he's got to be running out of Yak-9, surely. Another Yak-7B in from DuroSVK. I cannot see Karma winning this. I cannot see him. There's just too many units on Duro's side. The Yak-7B gets behind that Yak-9, immediately takes it out. Let's see how many planes just Karma have on his side. He has 6 Yak-9s, and I think there's at least 4 that's gone down. Possibly 5 of those Yak-9s, and they are expensive. If 4 of those Yak-9s gone down, that's basically 400 points that Duro's destroyed right now. Let's look back at the ground action. Karma has lost this flag back here, which is a pretty big loss. Like, 13 minutes into this game, but overall, he still has the 13-11 over Duro. This flag here in the centre's kind of counteracting it. He does pick up that flag once again when the T-34 retreats into range. The Sherman goes down. I'm not exactly sure what got that kill there. Oh, I think, was it the T-34? I think it was the T-34E got the kill before it backed off. Another IL-2M coming in. Going to try and take down those Strafnikis. Duro just has full air control now. And if he continues with these IL-2s, then Karma's going to really struggle. The B4 is almost out of ammunition. Just 2 shells left on it. Karma's going to need a support truck in there. The M15 as well. That's low on ammunition. He's going to need a support truck in, but he really, I'm sure he feels like he can't afford one right now. Pressing forward over this central ground, trying to pick up another flag. It would give him the 15-9, but Duro looks in a very good position right now. I think he'll be very happy, especially with these trades in the skies. And yep, Karma does pick up the flag, but immediately another IL-2M comes in, and that Guardian unit is bound to go down. Yep. It does go down. The ZSU M15 is surely going to run out of ammunition. Karma still gets the flag, but I think those Tanko Disaniki are going to push back into the building at any point now, and Duro will cancel control of the flag. Oh, there is a supply truck in to resupply that B4, so Karma definitely thinks that's a winning tactic for him. And it's just rare to see them in action, because any kind of counter battery will really open up that B4 to weakness, but Duro's not playing it that way at the moment. He's definitely investing fully in the front lines. We do see an IS-2 up to the northern side. I'm kind of a little bit surprised by that positioning, and a little bit surprised by the IS-2 as well. I mean, this doesn't really feel like a map, sorry, where the IS-2s can reign supreme, but I'm sure Duro's going to prove me wrong. 13-11 to Karma. 15 minutes into this game, the B4 is now starting to take big hits on the Guardia, and actually if he does destroy it, Karma could pick up that flag once again, but he is weak up in the center side. I mean, if you look at infantry to infantry, if Duro presses an attack before Karma can reinforce, then Duro is going to pick up a couple of flags here, no doubt about it. Looks like a sneaky move forward from Karma with the PTRS-41. He's just trying to, I think, probe Duro down on that southern side, see whether he actually has anything here at all. But it's not going to be successful. It is not going to be successful. SturmVK Rocks pushing through on that northern side. Should take out the Aftermachiki here. Yeah, they're going to be pinned down. They are taken out. Takoma is starting to pick off a few units here and there. But I think once those IL-2Ms are reloaded, Duro's going to start, you know, waging war from the skies once more. He is ground targeting, I think. I think he's trying to target that SturmVK Rocks, but I suspect he's lost sight of it. And M15 does come into the northern side to try and protect this position. No, he has ground targeted the position, but a failed airstrike in that regard. Karma, yeah, presses up on the north, takes another flag, back to a 14-10. He has not had a 15-9 in this game, and I think if he had, Duro would have been in real tough position right now. Another IS-2 into the center ground for Duro to pair up with the one up north, and a second one up north, so 3 IS-2s onto the field right now. Can Karma take them down? And his best bet is from the skies with those IL-2Ms, but Duro has established full control of the skies. I think that's why we saw so much action early on, because both of these players know the best way for the 26th Rifles to destroy these IS-2s is with those IL-2 AT gun planes. So both of the players wanted to establish air control. Duro wanted to establish air control to prevent that from happening in the future, and Karma wanted to establish air control to ensure that he could use those assets in the future. But Duro's picked up the win, certainly in the skies, and yeah, just look at the forces Duro continues to plow into the skies. And it's going to be tough, I think, for Karma to take down these IS-2s without control of the skies. Another Yak-9 in for Karma now. And he's desperately trying to keep it back behind this ZSU M15. He wants Duro to engage on his terms. This time, you know, Duro is going in for the kill, but he's called them away. He realizes what Karma is trying to do. And I'm kind of surprised he evacuated both and he didn't just try and call them back, because it does leave the skies now open for that Yak-9. I'm not sure exactly what Karma's going to do with it, but he does at least gain some control of the skies for the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see an IL-2 come in here, try and take down that IS-2. Ooh, looks like a shot from the KV-1E nearly hit that IS-2 in the side armor there. IS-2 facing off against the ISU here as well, and both players backing them away. The ISU does have the potential to penetrate, but I mean, that was an engagement almost at 2 kilometers. I think it was just about 1,700 kilometers, and the IS-2 definitely has the better percentage chance to penetrate at that kind of range. It doesn't mean the ISU can't penetrate, but I think Duro had the better fight there. Oh, the B4 almost gets a direct hit there. I think if that had been a direct hit, that IS-2 would have been down. Does bring in Zenart 37mm up to try and shore up his air defense up on the northern side. And the Yak-7B is back onto the field trying to contest against the Yak-9. They both go in for the strafing run onto the Strafniki. Picks up the flag there. The Guardia pushing forwards, looking for the surrender, but I don't think he's going to manage it. I think the Strafniki were able to fall back inside. And Duro pulling them back. He's again, I think he's trying to get Karma to engage over the top of that Xenot 37 mil, but I still think it's odd to directly fall them back and not just, you know, give them a move command behind the enemy line so they can still keep a combat air patrol. Another IL-2M flying into the center. Oh, no. Decided against it after the Yak 9. Looks like it's going to engage. Oh, is it going to get a head-on pass? No, the IL-2M doesn't get the head-on pass. Oh, but the Yak 9 goes down to that Xenot 37 mil. These Yak 9s are, seems like very vulnerable. So, potentially, every single one of Karma's Yak 9s have gone down. He has 6 in his deck. I'm certain that 4 have gone down. I believe 5 have gone down, but possibly if I've been miscounting, you know, all 6 may have gone down here. I think 5 have gone down, so I think he's got 1 more in his deck, but I'm not 100% on this right now. I haven't been able to keep count with all the action going on in this game. Karma still has this 13-11 tick. He's been ticking down Duro for 21 minutes, or, you know, pretty much the whole game up to this point. He's got 16 minutes to hang on. Can he do it? Oh, a Yak 9B cluster plane comes in. No, doesn't get the kill there, and it does go down. It did go down to the Yak 7B that Duro called in. I think that was a bit of a desperate attempt from Karma there. He knew there was... I mean, Duro's got a heavy air presence, so... I think Karma's got to assume at this point he's not going to be able to use any of his aircraft. The Yak 9B was just suppressed too early to effectively cluster the IS-2 there. However, nice move from the KV-85. He's got sight on the Xenot 37 mil here, and should be able to take that down with another couple of hits. It's going to hurt Duro, but I just think the Yak 7Bs have been on point from Duro at the start of this game, and Karma's got to assume that he cannot take any IS-2s down from the skies at this point. There's an M42 gun trying to engage. No, I think he is now on efficient shot or holding fire, one of the two, but he is trying to engage that IS-2. Duro's brought a lot of troops up to the northern side. He's shoring up his defense up there. Oh, it looks like Karma's making a push down south, but I think it's a mistake. And those units are just, they're not going to get anywhere. He's not put enough force behind that attack. And yeah, it's a mistake. Those Guardias should have been used elsewhere. Because he's not going to get anywhere with this attack. Yeah, both of them go down in the transports. He needs to use all force all at once if he's going to overwhelm this southern position. The sniper will be decent once it gets into range of that OB-25, but it's got to hoof it a good 500 meters across open ground before he gets into that range. So yeah, I think the T-34E will be able to face off against the OB-25, but the OB-25, you know, it can engage that T-34E as well, and I am pretty certain that as soon as Duro sees that attack come in, there's going to be a couple of IL-2s come in, try and take down that T-34E as well. The B4 still engaging. Oh, he's trying to take out, or he was trying to take out the IS-2. Looks like a couple of big hits have come down onto that IS-2. But it's still okay for now. Over time, that B4 can definitely take out IS-2s. It can do it fairly easily as well, but it just needs time. It needs time, and I'm not sure time is on Karma's side. Back to a 12-12, Duro's equaled up the position, and from now onwards he's going to have complete economic advantage over Karma. It's just going to become more difficult the longer this game progresses for Karma to really dominate the ground. Here we go. You see what I mean about this sniper? He does push forwards, trying to engage, but the OB-25, you know, is able to engage from full range here. And the snipers, you know, they are going to engage the Guardia. Oh, now the T-34 comes in. It gives this sniper a little bit more cover. It's interesting. Oh, wow. And look at the 3 mortars coming in from Duro. Really interesting. He spotted the off map. I don't think he realizes that that one has been fully utilized, but he spotted it and he's brought in those 3 mortar bites to counter that. He doesn't know that that is the initial off map unit that came in here in A phase. Okay, so it looks like Comet is now starting to assert a large amount of control over this southern side. If only he'd waited until this point to launch those infantry units, he could pick up this flag, but I think at some point Duro's going to realise what's happening. I don't think he's noticed this attack down here in the south right now. Duro's concentrating on the centre and the northern area, so Karma could surprise Duro, but as soon as he notices, it's not a long distance to get in here, so Karma's got to be very quick. The T-34E is on fast move. This is the right decision. Oh, Duro's noticed. He has now noticed there is an IS-2 coming down here into the southern side. Infantry reinforcements. It's all about whether Karma can get into this position before that IS-2 comes down the road, and I don't think it's going to be the case. You know, the IS-2 only has to travel a little bit further and he's going to get sight lines onto that T-34E advancing in the southern side. I don't think that's going to be a push that Karma's able to sustain up on the northern side. Duro has pushed through with an M-shot all the way up the north, trying to flank any IS-1 coming in from Karma this time. But Duro's got a lot of infantry up there. Karma's in trouble. The IS-1 does start engaging the infantry, but it's going to let Duro know the units up there. Another Yak 9B coming in, trying to take out this IS-2. This time he might be successful. He finally is so, but the Yak 7Bs surely will pick up the kill. Yeah, I think it was the 2 head-on attacks from the Yak 7B, and then the 3-star Xenart 37 finishes off that Yak 9B. Karma does lose the T-34E on the southern side to the IS-2. If he could take down that IS-2, he could move into that position, but the IS-2 is a massive threat down there. It's just going to block any movement forwards from Karma, and Karma in this centre side is looking incredibly weak now. Just look at the charge over the open ground. Duro has this sewn up in the centre ground, and Karma is looking very, very weak right now. Duro picks up the 15-9, 15 minutes left on the game. I don't think Karma's going to be able to come back. Duro has just bossed this centre position, and he just has so many units in here right now. He's been trading really efficiently. I think it's all thanks to the skies. Karma's just lost so many planes in the skies, and that's allowed Duro to keep his planes alive so that he can invest in ground troops, and Karma's kind of had to keep reinvesting in the skies because he's just always lost his planes. When the last remnants of the KV-1E and the 2 Guardia units go down, I think Duro is going to push forwards, take these remaining 2 flags here, and I think it's curtains for Karma at this point. And I think Duro has this. Yeah, there is the surrender. There is the surrender. Expected 28 minutes, 1 second. DuroSVK picks up the victory, and a great game there between him and Karma. A fantastic introduction to both players. Duro definitely established dominance in the sky, and we'll look to see whether that's a theme throughout this league with his matches. Is he a master of the skies? Is that what he's going to be known for? Or is he just going to be just one of these efficient traders? He is a very good player, and based on this performance, he's got to be loved. Is that the right word? He's got to be, I don't want to say favourite. He won't be the favourite to get through to the playoffs. He's got to be odds on to get into the playoffs. I'm there. I finally got there. Karma, we didn't quite see a fantastic display from Karma this time. I think he heavily lost in the skies to DuroSVK, and I think that massively hurt him because the main counter to those IS-2s were from his planes, and so to lose control of the skies just really hurt him, and we saw him just keep reinvesting in planes. But I can totally understand the reason he did that. It was because he needed that control of the skies. So Duro countered him perfectly on that. Karma, I think there's much more to see from him. I'm pleased to see him in the league, and yeah, I'll be looking out, keeping my eye on him. I'm sure we'll see more games from him, but it's Duro today that picks up the victory. 3,200 kills, 1,800 losses. Let's have a look at those kills. I imagine most of that will be airplanes. Let's have a look and we'll calculate how many it is. So these Yak 7Bs here, IL-237 going down and a Yak 9. I think they're about 90. I'm going to class them, I'm probably going to class all the planes as 100 points. They're about 90, 95 points apiece. So we'll sort of say 200 points there. IL-2 takes out a Yak 9, another 100 points. That's 300 points. The Xenaut 37mm, 3 stars, takes down a triple Yak 9 kill fest from that Xenaut 37. There's another 300 points. That's like 600 points. 600 points. Another 2 Yak 9s going down. That's like 800 points. And anything else? Anything else? No, I think that's the total for the plane. So almost 800 points in planes that Duro took down. So yeah, I mean, if you add, or if you take away, no, if we add, wait, what? If we take away 800 points from those kills and we add it, wait, what am I trying to do here? If we take away 800 of those kills from DuroSVK, we're talking what? 2,600, which is still no, that's 600. 2,004. God, I'm terrible at maths. 2,400 kills to 1,800 losses. It takes us a little bit closer, but it still shows Duro definitely had the upper hand. And yeah, he traded very efficiently. 3-star Emcher takes down a number of infantry units. I mean, Emcher's just, like I said at the very start of this game, 3 OP, as they're known, 3rd Guards Tank Corps, they just have that fantastic combination of the Emcher, which is the best short, infantry support tank, CQC, short range tank in the game, and then the IS-2, probably the best, most abundant long range tank in the game. That combination just makes it a real strong division. This was the IS-2 in the southern side, I believe, that took down those. No, cancel that. I'm not sure where that IS-2 was. There was one in the southern side. It was this one down here. That kind of shored up that southern defense. But yeah, I think really Karma, just his loss of airplanes or an air control of the skies really hurt him today, and that was probably the reason overall that he lost the game. But yeah, I'm very excited to see both players. Hopefully you guys are as well. Let me know your comments down below. Let me know what you think about these two players, whether you faced off against them in the rank queue. I mean, me certainly, I can't beat either of these players. They are much better skilled than I am at this game. So I will give my commentary. I try and make it most interesting and exciting for you. And I try and, sometimes point out mistakes. But, this is coming from a player that's worse than these guys. So just bear that in mind sometimes. But thanks very much for watching, guys. Yeah, hopefully you are enjoying these videos. Leave any comments for me as well down below in the comments. If there's a player that you particularly want to see me cover, let me know down below in the comments. You can also jump into my Discord. There's a link in the description, and chat to me about the game. Chat to the other guys in the Discord about the game. And, if you want to see a particular player, let me know in the Discord, and I'll see what I can do. I don't have a hell of a lot of time to kind of dip out of the games that I want to cover, but the odd time we can for sure. And also check out links to my Patreon if you want to support me, help me make these videos. I think this season I don't think I will be able to get as many videos out as I did last season. So I got 48 videos out. I don't think this season I'll be able to quite get as many out. I'm not sure I'll be able to have the time to do 48, but I am hoping I can cover a minimum of 2 a week. And then when we get into the playoffs, I'm still hoping to cover in full Division 1 and Division 2 like I did last season. That's the kind of aim. I think that's everything. I do stream on Twitch as well, so links in the description if you want to come and join me play live. I play Steel Division 2, at least, I generally stream on Mondays and Thursdays. I'll play Steel Division 2 once a week, and generally some other games as well on the other days. Command Modern Operations, City Skylines, which is a decent game, Men of War Arena I've played. I'm trying to think what else we've played as well. War Thunder. So we kind of, but you know, at least once a week I play Steel Division 2. So come join me. Right, that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching. I am Angry Bird. I will see you next time.